serious flooding, you can look at fingerprints of climate change for that. So our climate is getting warmer. Our climate in the UK is also getting wetter, particularly winters are getting much wetter. So they're about 25% wetter than they used to be just going back a few decades. What we have noticed is you get these torrential rainfall events. So we know a warmer atmosphere when it does rain, it absolutely chops it down. So you get these months worth of rainfall. I think there's a definite signal of climate change there. But snowy conditions tend not to get as much snowfall as we used to do. And warm climate means that we just don't get those really cold conditions that. I grew up in the 80s in Yorkshire. You could pretty much be on having a snowfall every winter. That just doesn't happen anymore. So we still get it from time to time, but they're not as frequent. We don't get those really cold, extreme cold events that we used to do, and therefore I guess it's a bit more of a surprise when it does happen. You know what it's like in the UK. We get a few flakes of snowfall, everything comes to a standstill. So I'm sure there'll be some disruption, even though it's not for our patch. I don't think we're going to see widespread snowfall and widespread disruption over the weekend.
Yeah, as you just mentioned, it's snow in the early 80s. So I'm sure just surfing through the channels just a couple of days ago, and I think there's a special on the Christmas of 1981 where we had that massive dumping of snow. I thought, I'm bookmark that and watch that, because we don't see much of it at the same level anymore.
No, so again, I did quite a bit of media just before Christmas talking about white Christmases. We did not get a white Christmas this year. It was far too mild. A traditional white Christmas where you get that snow covering, that kind of Christmas card kind of picture. We haven't had one of those since 2010. You have to go back 14 years. So although we get that kind of snowflake falling from the sky on Christmas Day reasonably frequently still, we don't get that covering anymore. It's just, it's quite a rare thing to get. And so to get that disruptive snow coming in the next few days over the weekend, otherwise it's probably going to be further.
Snow on the way.
It is quite unusual to get that.
And then some of us further south may be thinking, they'll be able to go sledging and actually see snow and get out in it.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I always think it's great when you have nowhere to go and you can sit and look out at it, or just wander out in your back garden or the local park or something and get amongst it. If you have a journey to make, it's not so much
too hot, too cold,
and I think that's
too dry or too wet.
If you've got to get somewhere, it can be horrendous. But for most of us, I think it just reminds us of our childhood.
I walked 3 miles to school
building a snowman, say, sledging with your friends. So
drifts, the hole in the shoe.
Professor Liz Bentley from the Royal Meteorological Society.
That's just finished the school run back.
Coming our way.
Music. Bit of copyright. Darling, we can. Come on, girl, we can be. I'll be there. He's always there. Hanging around. Shouldn't have stopped there, that white car. Had a big lorry come out of that bridge. You'll have to back up. Right.